Hello, it's been quite a while. Um, I'm just gonna be here eating as I talk, I guess. Um, I'm doing pretty well. I'm like still living in the same place, which is hard. Very grateful to have a place, but it's not very accessible for somebody who doesn't have a driver's license or a vehicle. And just in general, I want to be able to get out more into the community and like meet new people and go to events and stuff. And there's just not very much of that where I'm currently located. Um, but it has been solidified. I talked to my parents about it and they're going to help me move and everything. And they're available to help me the month of May. So, May is more around like when I will be moving. Um, a really good friend asked if I wanted to look for apartments with him, and the answer is like a million times yes, because I don't really like living alone. I mean, there's some things that are good about it. You can pretty much do whatever you want at any given moment, and you don't have to cater to anyone. But I really miss having a roommate. I miss having somebody there when maybe, I'd like the company, I want to hang out, um, and whatnot. So I'm really excited about that because I was really nervous to ask him because like I'm super afraid of rejection, um, which is something that I'm gonna have to get better at and work on and stuff. It's a lot. Um, but I'm so excited about that. I actually toured apartments with him and another friend of his today. Not because I was like involved in any way. I wasn't gonna be one of their roommates or anything. It's just I wanted to come along just to be there, just to see everything, and that was super fun for me. Oh, and we got bubble tea, and we also went to a paint your own pottery place. That it's a queer owned pottery place where you can paint your own pottery, and it was so much fun. And I painted a pipe for not smoking. If you and it's shaped like a crescent moon, and I made it rainbow stripes. And I did some like little bows on it. It's very cute. I'm excited to pick that up in like a week. Sorry, like I want to talk and I want to eat it. It's a whole ordeal going on here. Ooh, lemonade though. So much. It's been a while since I did a boring video where I just sit and eat food and talk mundane things. Um, I'm doing it. We've been still taking medication for like depression and all that, and it's actually helped quite a bit. Not gonna say that like it's cured me, because it hasn't, but it does make it easier for me to manage the other alters who are still quite anxious and still quite depressed, because like I'm not really feeling it so much anymore. So, like, when there are alters who kind of just overreact as a base part of their personality, um, and who maybe the antidepressants and whatnot haven't affected as much, because it really depends. Like, each alter really does seem to respond to medication differently. It's a little like confusing. I don't know if there's been studies on that, but but it makes it easier for me to not overreact to them overreacting, and then I can actually be more supportive and be like, hey, 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 actually the world's not ending, you don't totally suck. Because like, I don't know, like, we all are very neurotic, but like Daisy especially, she's very, very anxious. And like, I feel so bad because like every other second she's like, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve that. And it's like, no, girl, you do. You totally do. Like, and I feel so bad about like how horrifically anxious she is. And she just doesn't feel like she's allowed to breathe pretty much. But like, she is. And just because you make a mistake sometimes doesn't mean the whole world is ending. But it's easier for me to be there for her, I think, because of the medication. Whereas, like, in the past, I might overreact to the overreact, and I'm like, okay, well, if you think the world is ending, I guess it might be. But I'm able to stay more grounded in myself, is what I've noticed because of the meds. So that's so helpful. And, like, yeah, I guess like the medication, it doesn't mean that I'm never gonna have negative emotions. I most certainly do. I most certainly feel those little pangs, and I'm like, ooh, feelings? I don't want them. But it's a part of life, and I have them. And yeah, and I mean, I'm so glad that the medication does help. There was a period of time where I was concerned that like maybe the meds were making me restless, but I think I'm just a restless person, if I'm honest. And I think that when you have multiple alters in the same body, your body can just feel restless sometimes. Because, like, there's parts that like will be like, I want to do this with the body, and then there's like some other part is like, no, that's uncomfortable for me, I want to be like this. And so like they change. Your posture is just, at least for me, is changing a lot all the time. It's like a fight for like which way feels best, to hold the body and whatnot. And I don't know, maybe over time that will get less stressful. I'm not sure. I think a lot of it is like when there's so many people in one body, there can be a fight for like getting to spend time in it. And like one thing that we experience is a lot of FOMO surrounding food. So like some parts are like, will like come to the front, or just like come to when we're almost done with a meal, and be like really sad. Like if we had chips or like pretzels with it, they'll be like, oh, but I really, really wanted, I've been craving pretzels so bad and I didn't get to experience it. This is horrible. Um, and like, I don't know. I guess I don't know what the solution is for that. I guess continue to be in therapy, which by the way, our therapist, very, 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 very nice person. I really love her. She's very sweet. She's like incredibly non-judgmental, and that means so much to me, to all of us, and just a really great person. I know like I know Daisy sometimes feels like concerned or bogged down by the cost of therapy, because we were like unable to find a therapist that took her insurance and felt confident about working with someone who has DID. And so we ended up having to pay out of pocket. We found a therapist who is like willing and seems really great. Like she's great with us, and does IFS. But like we do have to pay out of pocket, and I know Daisy was feeling a little bogged down, or like she kind of felt like it's so much money, and it's quite a bit, for us to see this therapist, and so that's taking away from Ubers we could be taking to go visit friends or go out in the world, because one of our major problems is that we are quite isolated due to not having a license, not having a car, and just the location of where we currently live, the town not having public transportation, um, and stuff like that. But moving will help, and like knowing that I have that date, like, well, not date, but like general time, June, really helps a lot. I think it helps a lot of us. I can feel it helps Daisy. She likes knowing things, and like it's really helpful for her to know things and just be in the know. Like, yeah, she is the type to like want to know what the plan is going to be. Like if you're hanging out with someone's like, hey, what's the plan? I'd like to know what's going to happen. I want to know what to expect. And just sort of knowing that even though it's been tough and isolating to live where we have been, that there is like this little beacon on the horizon. We have a little lighthouse, and it's like boop, 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 boop. That makes her, and also me, feel really great. Like, it's genuinely like really refreshing. And yeah. Daisy's been feeling like just really sad, and like she generally feels like she's just bad and wrong, like as an entity, and shouldn't exist, and like doesn't deserve anything good, and like she totally does. And like I'm just she actually talked a little bit about that in therapy, and like I'm really happy for her, because like she really, I want her to find love for herself. And I don't remember what else I was talking about. My brain is going all fuzzy. But yeah, I guess this is like the update and everything. And I'm gonna go just because. Oh, okay. There. Hey, I know that you're watching a video. I just really want to watch BoJack Horseman and not be making a video, but